G'day YouTube, just thought I'd give you a bit of a walk around and show you my bike, 2010 model WR250R. So we'll start at the cockpit area here. You'll notice that it's obviously not the average looking WR250R. Pretty well thrown, you know, everything I can at it, and yeah, it's turned out to be a really good bike. So we got the all Aussie made bark busters, and they've been fantastic. Haven't broken a lever, haven't done anything since installing those. We've got the I think they're Eastern bars, fat bars, and the underbar mirrors. They're actually for bar end mirrors for like cafe races and things, and I've made them mount up underneath the handlebars there. And you'll notice also I've got the Gpr Steering Dampener, and it's been very, very helpful with sand and fast, high-speed rock sort of stuff. Fork bleeders, my Leatherman mounted there, and you'll see a custom mount there for the dash because the dash didn't fit down on the standard spot after I did all the fairing mounts. So on to the fairing, and it's a KTM 640 Adventure fairing that I've modified to fit the WR250R with the big IMS 20 litre tank. Now, it was a pretty good fit. It didn't take too much modifications, just a bit of trimming and bending, and it's fit up there nicely. The brackets to mount them all, custom fabricated by me, made all of the mounts and brackets myself to fit it, and you'll see in there also is a navigational tower that fits all the wiring componentry and navigational gear, and also the headlights mount to that. Headlights are some, I think they call them Dominator twin headlights for, again, those people doing Street Fighter sort of modifications to road bikes. You also see in there the switch for heated grips that go on to the Pro Grip 714 Rally grips. Cushy, soft, beautiful, beautiful grips. Love them. I've got my Zumo 550, Garmin 550 up there, along with bits and pieces, switches and 12-volt outlets and things like that. The bike was originally black when I first purchased it, and I've put all white plastics onto it and painted the 640 fairing white as well. So that included the rear guard, the two white side covers, the two front fork protectors, and the front guard is actually a KTM front guard, and that just goes on to try and match the KTM front fairing a little better. Up the back here we've got my tool tube. It's looking pretty worn, and you know, it's had a pretty hard life on the back there, but it's done me really well. It didn't cost me anything in materials. It just had it all laying around, so just had to knock it up and make the brackets, and that carries spare tubes, tyre levers, all sorts of things, Allen keys, pump, all the rest of it. Again, custom made tail tidy by myself. Knocked it up out of materials that I had, some old aluminium, bent it up and made it fit. And the number plates lights are just some LED ones and some aftermarket indicators as well. The bike had a full suspension rework, valving, springs, oils, all the rest of it done by Noosa Motorcycles, and that was a brilliant, brilliant upgrade. It's one of the best things I did to the bike, I think. We've got radiator guards up the front here. The WR250R actually only has one radiator, and I've made up out of some old radiator guards. I think they're from a KX250 or something like that. Cut them and modified them to fit, and on this side is just electrical componentry and things like that. It had standard plastic guard there, but I thought I'd knock up the other side and make it look a little more even. Power modifications. We've got the FMF Mega Bomb header, and which goes through to the FMF power core. I went for the power core over the Q4, the quiet one, just to get as much power out of the bike as I can. I've also opened up the airbox, drilled some holes in it and done the flapper mod as they call it, and removed the AIS system, which is some sort of smog related thing, so I removed that. The exhaust needed, because it's the Australian model, it has the O2 sensor, and had to get a bung welded in. Well, sorry, I welded a bung into the exhaust there. Got the super sprockets and I think it's an X-ring DID chain. It's been really good, a lot quieter than the standard one. It doesn't seem to rust up or anything at all, even when I've neglected a little bit, and it's been really good, no stretch at all. I keep checking the tension of it, and it's been great. And you can see also the Sandman case saver. It's the guard over the top of the front sprocket there, and it also has the actual case saver inside there. Pivot pegs, again, Australian made product, fantastic, and they've been really good. I will have them on every bike that I own now. Just makes, I do a lot of my riding is standing up and jumping and that sort of thing, and it makes the ride so much more comfortable. They're able to move. For those that don't know what pivot pegs are, they pivot, they're sharp, they pivot 20 degrees forwards and backwards. Doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're actually up on the pegs and riding it, it makes an amazing amount of difference, and they've just been absolutely brilliant. The bike's currently running Dunlop D606 tyres, front and rear, and they've been an okay tyre, probably not the best for the bush riding, but they've been pretty solid overall. Ultra heavy duty tubes as well, front and rear, and rim lock on the rear as well. Is a braided brake line. I think it's made by Hell or something or other, and put new brake fluid front and rear as well. And I think the brake fluid made the most difference to braking capabilities. Here's the Michelin AC10s that I normally run on my WR. Much more aggressive tyre than the Dunlops, and they've been really good tyres, and I'll use those a lot. They're great. So here we've got the bash plate that I was telling you about before. This one's more for the adventure riding, and it's got two toolboxes either side. I'll probably find a picture up and put it up with how it looks on the bike. Good for adventure riding. It's very low. If you get into big deep ruts, you'll end up bashing either side of it, and it doesn't look very nice on the bike. And as you can see, I've made a nice big sticker, Mr. Plough, because it looks like a big plough. Let's have a little poke around, have a look. I fabricated this whole thing myself. Had to get a mate to weld it because my welder's not set up for aluminium. But did all the bending and the cutting and all the rest of it. So two toolboxes, lids, latches that pull it down tight, and foam rubber that keeps it waterproof inside there. And I could basically fit all of my tools in, all of my tools and more stuff in the two different sides. So it's been a really good bash plate, and I've loved having that extra space, extra room to put things. And my tool tube then was filled with extra tubes and things like that you need on those bigger rides. There you go, folks, that's my WR250R. Amazing machine. I absolutely love it for all the different riding that I do on the road, big adventure rides. I've been to Cape York and back on it. Go out to the bush every weekend as well. It holds its own in there. Unfortunately, it is time to upgrade. I will be selling it, and the reason I'm doing this video is because I wanted to show you all the stuff that's on the bike before I start to pull it all down. Oh, one thing I forgot, Seat Concept seat as well. Beautiful, comfy seat for those big, long rides. So yeah, that's it, and I'm not looking forward to selling it, but it's for the riding that I'm doing now, just bush every weekend. I want something a lot lighter. It's a big heavy bike, and yeah, something a bit lighter, a lot more power would be nice as well. Thank you.